Your Honor, my client is not a criminal. He's an extravagant romantic who underestimated the emotional impact of 21 professional-grade shots of enthusiasm on the entire neighborhood at an entirely unacceptable hour during a time of war. In Kiev, Ukraine, a couple of weeks ago, a 47-year-old man decided the best way to surprise his new girlfriend was to light off some fireworks in a residential area. There was no show, just a kick or two. But here's why this is interesting. Police didn't respond to a noise complaint. They responded because they saw the footage on social media. By the time the officers arrived, the fireworks were over and the carcass of the cake was still laying in the snow. And the man's explanation was a tale as old as time, right? I did it for her. Authorities detained the guy and opened a criminal case. And I guess that's where things stop being funny, because Ukraine has hooliganism laws, which means this wasn't treated as a fireworks violation. It was treated as a public safety incident. Depending on how it's charged, this can carry serious penalties, including heavy fines, community service, and even 5 years in prison. So yeah, what started as a romantic gesture turned into a situation where the legal system is now very involved. And that's usually the point where the romance ends. Here's the part that I think should make people stop and think. Somebody filmed it. Somebody posted it. And authorities responded to that. That's wild. And it's especially relevant for backyard enthusiasts because, let's be real, people love to show off their stashes, finale racks, backyard shows, the whole 9 yards. It's part of our culture as pyros. Now, yes, there's a big difference here. I'm in the United States. Maybe you are too. Maybe you're not. But fireworks laws vary by orders of magnitude depending on where you live. Laws, enforcement, context, everything matters. But it does make you think about how casually we treat modern communication. Social media feels normal. It feels private. It feels like you're just sharing with your friends. But it's public and it's permanent. And sometimes it's the reason someone in authority even knows something happened. Nobody thinks they're documenting evidence when they hit post, but that's exactly what it can become. So while this story is an extreme example, it's a lesson probably nonetheless. The tools that we use every day, phones, platforms, videos, they can all work for us and they can be great, but they can also work against us. And most of the time, we don't even realize that until it's too late. So yeah, this whole thing starts as a joke, but it ends on a serious note. A romantic gesture turned into a criminal case, not because of intent, but because of context, location, and visibility. Fireworks don't exist in a vacuum. They exist in your neighborhood and online and in jurisdictions under laws that don't care why you lit the fuse. And maybe the biggest takeaway here isn't even about the fireworks. It's that in 2026, nothing really happens off camera anymore. It gets recorded. And if it gets recorded, it gets shared. And sometimes that's all it takes. So be smart, be safe. And if Netflix has taught us anything, it's that prison time can be sexy. Yes, the ladies will absolutely send you that canteen money. But maybe give your grand gesture of love a second thought, especially during times of war. Spodobajusa, vonotoho varta. I'm Bo from the Rhythm Pyro Podcast. It's a show that's all about choreographed fireworks show design. Go check it out anywhere that you like to listen to podcasts. I'll see you next time.